It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders coming up next.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And we're off and running from Landover. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017 and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Close carried by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 44. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Running for the marker on second. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Third down from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Here's Rush to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Darrell. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Running for it again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Well, here he comes. Here comes the Heisman Trophy winner from a season ago, and what a show he put on, man. He was a stat stuffer. Over 1,100 yards rushing. Looked a lot like Lamar Jackson did back in the day in college. And oh, by the way, 40 touchdowns passing too. You know why this Washington organization took him so high in this draft? They want him to be Lamar Jackson. They want him to be dynamic. And he's going to get his career off and running.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Offense to the line for second down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Into traffic, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Third and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Second and 3 now. From the 48. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
They have another first and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to the well again. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air with Rush. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Throw on 3rd down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Daniels now. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Give now to the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Throwing, rush. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Brian Anger on now to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And that one goes out of bounds. Didn't really challenge for midfield at all. They're going to mark it inside the 45-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. To throw, Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Daniels on 1st down. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. All right, here we go, 2nd down. He's got it on the bootleg. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Rush. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. So this one will sail out of bounds, and they're going to give him up to about the 45-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Play fake here, Daniels. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Motion man sent left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Got his target, it's Zacchaeus. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Again, Daniels to the air. He'll get this one to Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there and just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Putting a receiver in motion. A toss now to Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, Nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Rush now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 47. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing it again here. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. A tackle made by Mozzie Smith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Throwing on 3rd and long. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Now we're on with Robinson. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Out of the gun, Daniels. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Catch made by Cooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play action on 1st. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Throwing, rush. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass caught by his tight end. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. This is Robinson. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15. Throwing from the gun here. He's up. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Rush. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now, off play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Able to find Ertz. And this one doesn't go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. Has a hole left, room to run. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They've got first down from the 31. Hand off to the back. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Hey, Kate, you want to know how crazy your partner is next to you? I would love to take a fan right out of these stands and put them there on that play, just so they could feel what a 5-yard run feels like. Because it may not look like anything on the stat sheet, but I promise you if the average person felt the pain of what a 5-yard gain was, they'd have a whole new perspective.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage, and you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
To the air with Rush. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. This finds Cooks complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 29. Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Rush now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from as concentrates every bit of his strength to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Daniels to the air. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big game downfield. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. For them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. An option give to Robinson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Escapes out to the left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Rush to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Rush. Dumped off to his running back.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Rush looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. First field goal was good. His 2nd look from inside of 45 yards. Gay's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
fight that lead, cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A run here with Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Daniels from the pistol. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense headed out there. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Misfire there, couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's third down now.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back now. Pressure on its way. Completed here to McCaffrey. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Daniels. On target to his man Zacchaeus. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Third and a lone yard coming up. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for Robinson. Into the second level past the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Third and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They send a receiver in motion right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. They motion the slot man right. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a 7-yard gain on 2nd down. Only inches to go now on 3rd.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Motion man left is Brown. Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders lead by 14. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders lead by 15 now. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Cowboys about set to take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Rush now to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. To the air with Rush. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here's Rush. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Rush now. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Rush. Complete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
So out now comes the punter. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. First and 10. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's a counter give to Robinson. The defenders are there to get him at the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Running back sent in motion left. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. Three-quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and 10 now from the 30. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. To throw, Daniels. Brought in close to the 8. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll motion Brown right. Here's Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing, rush. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Rush looking to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Rush to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
They are throwing it again. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it yet again. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for two here. He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
A toss now to Robinson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Second and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd and short, Daniels. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up for the 20 after the touchback. This offense making its way back out now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 28. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down. Rush now to throw. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. To the air with Rush. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Third down from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Here's Rush. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now Daniels off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 8 yards on that play, and that brings up third down. Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his second rushing score this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this second half.
Well, we know it because we call these games week to week, Kate. Almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail-biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch the lead to 23. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Rush now. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 42. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now it's 3rd and short.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Catch made by Cooks. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 8. He sends this one to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rush. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing, rush. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Rush to throw. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Rush looking to pass. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. They are throwing it again. Hits his running back. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Gay's kick is good. And they're going to knock the lead down a small peg to 27 points.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.